Welcome, friends. Welcome back to the kitchen. Welcome back to Cocktails After Dark. You may recognize this black cocktail book, The Fine Art of Mixing Drinks by David Embry. We're going to do a pretty basic cocktail today, the Whiskey Sour. Mr. Embry says that Scotch or Irish may be used in place of rye or bourbon. I decided that I'm going to use an Irish whiskey because I'm kind of getting fond of the Irish whiskeys. I'm going to use an American bourbon. And let's see what happens. Okay, so we start out with simple syrup. Each cocktail gets a little bit of that. Next in, the sour component, lemon juice. Now, Mr. Embry says you could use lime, but I'll tell you what he thinks about that in a moment. So for this shaker, I'm going to use the Weller Antique 107. It's a wheated bourbon, and I'm going to put in 2 ounces of the bourbon. And then we're going to use the Glendalough Irish whiskey. Now, Mr. Embry says that adding a couple of dashes of Angostura to each drink constitutes a pleasing addition. So, since he thinks it's a pleasing addition, a couple of shakes of Angostura. And I will ice and shake these one at a time.
Hey, Glenn. Hi,
Girls.
friends. That has a nice, deep, rich color to it, doesn't it?
It does.
It's got to be the
Be
bourbon
the
whiskey.
bourbon, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is just a fairly standard whiskey sour.
All right.
Not much to it. So this is the Weller wheated bourbon, and you've got the Irish whiskey.
I'll leave it there just to make sure we know where it is. Very different.
Yeah.
This one's smoother.
Hands down. Hands down. That one is, to me, a much better. Okay, stop.
Woo!
Stop. Mr. Embry says,
Remember he says.
Lime juice may be used in place of lemon, but to most tastes, lemon combines more pleasingly with whiskey than does lime. So, since we've been shooting cocktails, I have,
Just enough. Okay.
I think there's half an ounce of lime there. Let's mix up the Glendalough
Let's see if we can make it even better.
with lime and see what happens. Okay, let's go. We need sugar syrup. We need lime. Oh, no, that's lemon. Lime. Have I got enough? Have I got enough? Often we have just enough.
Hurrah!
Just enough. And then we need, I'm going to use, oh no, we need 2 ounces. Let me get the right measuring jigger.
There we go.
Ice.
Guess I'll get another glass.
Shake.
Oh. I feel like I need to take 2 steps back.
Starkly different color, huh?
Because we didn't put the Angostura in.
Oh, no. Okay. Wait. We can fix this. Angostura.
How many?
2.
1, 2. Okay. Whew. Why doesn't it look the same? Oh, stubborn thing.
Sometimes I hit it in just the right spot, and other times it just does not work. Okay, here we go. Again, into the glass. There we go.
That's better.
Okay.
The anticipation.
So much mess. Give it a try, Jules.
There is a subtle difference.
Subtle.
The difference between these two is less noticeable than the difference between these two.
Yes.
But I think you might be right. If this was the only sample I have, one sample,
One data point.
one data point, I think you might be right, but it's so very subtle.
It is very subtle. In a pinch, lime would work, and your guests probably wouldn't know any different. Your guests are going to notice a difference between the whiskey that you use
Yes.
more than whether you use lime or lemon.
In this particular drink, absolutely.
Okay, so whiskey sour. I mean, it's classic. It is an absolute classic. It's in his section with sours. He talks about if you make this without the sugar, so if you don't put the sugar syrup in, it's called a Palmer. And I mean, there's, change out the whiskey for gin and it becomes a gin sour or a rum sour or a... I mean,
It's got an Applejack, which is just really made
Yeah.
with apple brandy,
yeah.
which I'm sure we've had. I think we've made that.
We might have.
Anyway.
It's a great cocktail. It's simple, classic. Give it a shot. See you later. Thanks for stopping by.